give in to the lesser fight. My body aches to be satisfied. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes. I'm reaching out for the easy high. Please fortify this strength of mine. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes. My body aches to be satisfied. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes. I'm reaching out for the easy high. Please fortify this strength of mine. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes.
G'day everyone, welcome back to episode 2 of our City Skylines Let's Design series. This episode we are going to be focusing on solar panels and building a huge solar field that will basically run the entire island for electricity. So this solar field is basically the foundation of the electricity grid for the entire island. There's quite a few solar panels. I got these off the workshop. All I did was basically lay down a whole row, copy and paste, and then just do that over and over a couple times until I had the entire field done, and they all work. So it's a good thing that I'm not playing with money, that I've got unlimited money, and because if I did have money I would be basically broke. This would send the country bankrupt, or the island bankrupt, because it is expensive to have renewable energy. So this entire series, or let's say this entire island, I imagine to have 100% renewable energy. If we do need more electricity in the future, I'll probably just do wind turbines. I might actually do wind turbines anyway, even if we don't need more. I also got these realistic power lines off the workshop. I thought they looked pretty cool. I don't really know how to use them at the moment, except for in towns, which I haven't actually built a town yet, so you know, this island has a pretty big water treatment facility, and also, you know, plenty of electricity, and we don't even have a town, not even one house. The population is 0. So I think in the next episode we'll probably start building, you know, some residential areas. Okay, so one thing I want to address in this video is when I was building, I wasn't really thinking about being realistic, and I put in this huge office block, and then later on I actually tweeted to someone, you know, asking their opinion on it, and they said that if it was them, they would probably get rid of the office block as it isn't exactly realistic. Solar fields don't really need that much attention paid to them to keep running. So that office block I put in, yes, I know it's not exactly realistic, but just for the sake of the series, I like to imagine that it's, you know, the central hub where the entire electricity grid is run you know, there's not an office building in a city or something that runs the electricity grid. It's right here at the site itself. And, you know, any spare offices, I imagine they just rent them out to people who need them. And half the building's probably empty anyway. Nevertheless, it looks nice in my opinion. A lot of detailing's been done in this area. We've got some transformers over there. We've got the office building, and we've got a huge car park, which is probably way too big. Even, you know, I'm looking at the video now telling myself, yes, it's way too big. But, you know, I don't really want to go back and change it just because it looks good. And the point of this series is not to be 100% realistic, but more just to have things detailed. Because I like detailing. I like, you know, building things and just adding little things in there, spending like, you know, half an hour just on one little area. So that's what I enjoy doing. And as I said, the point of the series is not to be realistic 100%, because if I wanted to be 100% realistic, I would have to do a lot of research, you know, go out to all these places. And the fact of the matter is that, you know, I don't live near a solar field. I don't live near, you know, a water treatment facility. So I'm kind of isolated. I live just in a normal small town, but we don't really have, you know, electricity generation or water facilities anywhere near us where I live. So kind of lacking in the sense that if I wanted to, you know, get some real life perspective of what these kind of places look like, then I would have to do a lot of traveling, which, you know, I don't really want to do all that much, especially right now with work and everything. As you can see, we're just placing some rocks down on the screen and placing some trees down, making this area all nice and detailed. I didn't really know what to put in between the office building and the road maintenance building, so I just decided to use some trees, make some foliage. I like to imagine that this solar field and the people who work there, you know, the general company, you know, who built these solar panels and is producing and selling this electricity, that company is quite wealthy. So I like to imagine they just have the money to spend on their offices as they please, and just to make the area around it really nice. So that's what I tried to do. I left the trees around the dirt roads. As you can see, I left the trees, well, I should say I didn't leave any trees, because I thought, you know, that would just block a lot of the sunlight. The area the solar field is in is actually probably the best area on the island, unless I wanted to build it on a piece of land that was not connected to the main island. Therefore, I'd have to build a bridge and that sort of thing to get there. I could have used ferries or just a blimp, I guess, or, you know, air transport or something to get to this secondary island, one of the little islands. But I didn't really want to do that because you see a lot of trucks, not trucks really, a lot of vans and a lot of utility vehicles going in just to do maintenance on the solar panels. So if there wasn't any direct way to get there via road, it's probably not worth it. So that's why I just built it on the main island. And so yeah, that's why it is where it is. It's in a nice big open area. It gets sunlight. I would say probably at least 90% of the day's sunlight reaches the solar panels. There is a hill a big hill in the background just behind the solar field. You probably saw it, and that probably would block out a lot of the sun in the mornings or evenings. I can't remember which way the sun rises, but you know, it's just a game. So I just decided this was the best area. In real life, they probably wouldn't have built it here, but it was the best area for me on this map, so I just decided to do that. Alright everyone, I guess I'll just leave you to it. I'll, you know, have some music going in the background with the ending cinematics and the ending part of the video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please leave any feedback in the comments below. Also leave a like or a dislike on this video if you liked or didn't like it, as I'm always open to feedback, and the more feedback the better. So yes, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.